What day is it? It's race day. That's right. Nope, it's not Sunday. It's race day. Oh, let me check something here. Welcome to the Highline Racing Network, the fastest growing league on the network. Highline Racing Network. I'm your host, Randy Schweitzer, RSI Broadcasting. What we have here is a test for the upcoming league, which starts pretty darn quick. These guys are all entered, whatever, not pre-picked, but these are basically guys that have been racing in the High Line for a couple years, I believe. Most all these guys. Going through the list here. See, we got Benjamin Richards back in the lobby. Benjamin Richards representing VRX. What this is a each team has a certain amount of cars. You don't have to have, but Tommy basically pushed the team thing, which I mean I have to agree with him. It makes it, heck of a lot better, a lot more fun. So what did I say? Benjamin Richards, that's right, VRX. So he's got Benjamin and Brian Hennings, Jared Philpott, Cody Negles, Vincent Guerrero. And I think it looks like Benjamin's by himself. I'm thinking this is a time where teammates need to be practicing with one another, but I don't know. I'm just saying. I see Bryce Hinton's in the lobby. This could be a pretty good test here for. I mean, it's not any secret that we've got rivalry building between Bryce Hinton and the DHR team, which consists of Trevor, Juan, and Nicholas, mostly. Doesn't look like. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I was going to say Juan does not have anybody, but Trevor is in the lobby. Josh McKinney is in the lobby. Derek Jacobs made it. Gary Fassett. None of these people are in their car, so they're not coming up. Aaron Trubig. I think Aaron Trubig is Rowdy Racing. Is that correct? Correct. Yes, Aaron Trubig would be the captain for Rowdy Racing. Looking for his teammate. I don't see Tyler Gothard, Josh Sprague, any of them. Josh McKinney. Matthew Graham. All right, we're not going to bother with this anymore. No, not going to do it. I have a small field, not a lot of people showing up for this. Oh no, Matthew's in the lobby. Matthew Graham, Josh Sprague. Oh, shows you how much I know. There they are. Aaron Trubig, Tyler Gothard, and Josh Graham are in the lobby. That's nice. I'm looking forward to see if so we've got Eric Hayden. Eric Hayden with is that AWR? No, or Eric Hayden is the Highline Racing captain. That would be Eric Hayden, Brian Hayes, Sean Stamper. I saw Sean. I believe I saw his car going around earlier. I've been having technical difficulties for an hour. Computer difficulties, technical difficulties, the whole 9 yards. Difficulties. Had computer issues. It rebooted into. I think I lost power at some point. Probably had a power flicker last night, and on my computer, whenever that happens, oh my gosh, it's like to get my computer fired, boot back up. I have to take the memory out of it. It's terrible. I have to swap memory cards around. I have to take the battery out sometimes. I hate it. It's terrible. Because I can't, it won't boot back up into, so anyway, for some reason it booted into, and I overclocked it today. Put it in a slight overclock. So, I think that changed some of my stuff. So I'm struggling a little bit today. It's like Juan Escamilla is currently at the top of practice. Oh, well, there's Sean Stamper. Sean Stamper made it into the lobby. Okay, so Chuck Fletcher made it. Chuck Fletcher is, no wonder. Chuck Fletcher is Bryce Hinton. I gotta ask him again how to pronounce that. Helix? Team Helix? Scott Wise seems to be the lone wolf here for Torque Wrench Motorsports. I don't see Evan Fakwa. Nope. No. Bill Daniels. I don't see Bill. Any sign of Bill. Oh, Nick Ballman slid into the lobby. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yes, there he is. Along with Matthew Brown slid into the lobby. Yeah, watch the end of that Michigan race today. Man, I'm telling you what, them Toyotas are kicking butt. All right, we're going into qualifying. A 75 lap deal tonight. This is going to go pretty quick. I'm going to say we should not have let's see, Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown was, no, Matthew Brown is Torque Wrench Motorsports. I thought Matthew Brown was SMT. All right. See, I got to get this up to speed. A lot of these guys have changed affiliations on me. Also BBR racing, Michael Bollinger, but I don't know. I don't have his team wrote down. All right. I got to work on that. Oh, Ethan Moreno is in the lobby. That's going to be DHR. All right. Javon Thompson. Javon Thompson. Okay. That's got to be over here on maybe VBR. I do not recognize that name. Tell you the truth. So far, it doesn't look like any of the EHR people are qualifying. I don't see them on track. Ah, Juan Escamilla on track finally. Okay. Evan Perry, SMT. I recognize that. Evan Perry stays the same. His teammates are with SMT. Grant Wesley, Jeremy Jeffries, Justin Crow, and Donnie Beach. I thought I saw Donnie. That could be wrong. Not a whole lot of cars. $25. Ah, appreciate you too, Stamper. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you too, buddy. Harry Stamper. Sean Stamper's lovely bride. Bryce Hinton's in the lobby, in the chat. Appreciate all you guys. Evan Perry still on the top of the leaderboard with a 47. Trevor Haley with a 47.4. Man, and then it falls off abruptly after that. Well, I'm gonna have to get some for some more entertainment from for our warm up period. Maybe some more cartoons. uh, uh, yeah, I lost a subscriber. I bet we could figure out who that was. I don't care. God bless America. Let's take a look at our qualifying times real quick. Oh, Zachary Cato slid into the lobby. There's Matthew Brown, Aaron Trebig. So it looks like for Helix, it's going to be 2 on 4. This was a pretty heated race the last time we had a practice. It was pretty exciting. Very exciting. So yeah, Keaton, we're missing Keaton Cox. We're missing we don't have Keaton. Let's see, Hunter Wellborn. I don't believe I saw Donnie Beach has made it. All right, Donnie Beach for Campoli's Ross Campoli. I thought I saw Ross's name. Nope. Probably not a lot to say here in this lobby. Probably in this I thought they were going to cut this back from 10 minutes to 5 minutes. Because it's a paid league, they're going to go through the rules, and the rules are different. One fast repair, and actually, I think there's just one stage, so it's just a flat out race. Two green, white checkers. I believe it's. I don't know that I don't know that I saw the final rule on the stages. I don't know that it's a stage where you take the caution. I think it's a kind of the thing where but actually I think it's just a flat out race. I don't know how much fuel is in the car. I could go jump in real quick because I'm just spectating. It won't affect anything on pit road. Let's go get in real quick. Let's jump in the car real quick. Let's see how much fuel's in it. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like the height of that. That's no good. That's better. All right. Let's see how much fuel we've got. 8.2 gallons, 16 laps. All right. Okay, so that's in a roundabout. I mean, it'll be close to that because you might have to draft a little bit. You might save a little bit of fuel. Hopefully, that didn't kill our stream. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, so I kind of watched that Actions Detrimental, that Denny Hamlin show. And so they have quite the little rivalry going on between the Denny and his team. So with Denny, yeah. So they'll be in the bar tonight, and they'll be in the bar tonight. And oh, there's Rowdy Racing. That's a good-looking car. Who is that? Matthew Graham. I like that car, Matthew. That's different. Along with the 37 teammate. Oh, come on. Josh Sprague. I gotta change that. On SDK, it's the numbers in black. If they're in black, I can't see them. I gotta change that. I can do that. I'll have to do that. So Rowdy Racing representing a few cars here, which is nice. There's Matthew Graham. I didn't see him earlier. Josh Sprague. Well, that helps me out that you guys have your team name on your hood of your car. That'll help me out a lot. Except Matthew Graham needs to reset his brake bias. Obviously. Let's see. Let's rewind and see if that's what it was. Just for fun. Let's see if the brack. I can't even talk. Let's see if the black. Wow. Looked like the front wheels were locked up, didn't it? Here's James. Why would I get fined? Oh, so you don't get fined. Oh, okay. All right, I gotcha. Chris James with LBS. Did you bring any teammates with you? I mean, because I'm only seeing 25 cars, but Larkin's not here. Rusty Chansey. Trace McDowell. I mean, how could you get fined? You're the only person. No, Josh, you and Josh McKinney. All right. All right. Renee Music's in the lobby. Hello, Renee. Good to see you, chick. All right, Evan Perry's your number one qualifier. I don't want that. That Evan Perry and Trevor Harry. Trevor Haley outside front row. Derek Jacobs. Good to see you, Derek. Scott Wise. John Stamper. Daryl Samalos, Rally Racing. Zachary Cato. Oh, that's right. Zachary's with DHR. Juan Escamilla, DHR. Eric Hayden. I believe, yeah, it says Highline. Matthew Brown. Always exciting to have Matthew around. I gave Matthew such a hard time in that last practice race. I'm sorry, Matthew. He says he was helping his teammates out. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Aaron Trubig. Aaron Trubig made it. Chuck Fletcher. Yvonne Thompson. Joshua Sprague. Tommy Rogers. Josh McKinney. Benjamin Richards. Chris James. Donnie Beach. Matthew Graham. Nick Bauman starting in the back, didn't qualify. Jim Segredo and Bryce Hinton did not start. Wow. Bryce Hinton did not start. That's odd. Kyle Cameron just missed the sign up. Scotty Stamper. I think I heard Scotty was a cousin. Correct me if I'm wrong, Scotty. I tried to change this color of this this orange light for my green light here. I tried to change it in SDK and I couldn't find it. So
green flag.
It's hidden somewhere. Yeah, there's my green flag, my orange light. We'll go, Gilla. Let's see what Evan Perry does here if he decides to be loud. Eric Hayden with a big
Yellow.
save. Eric Hayden with a big save, but I don't know who that was behind him. Did not. That's right. We have iRacing cautions for the league races. I forgot about that. That really changes the whole complex of this race if you're used to racing with us. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Poor Matthew didn't have a chance there. 67 of Chuck Fletcher. I think there's a little checkup. Well, there was a checkup because Eric Hayden was wrecked. Eric Hayden was wrecked. and he saved it. All right, he was going to wreck. Let's see here. The upper line kind of checked up a little bit, and then Matthew is, you know, I've said it. I've said it 25 times if I've said it once. Matthew's aggressive. Well, he got pushed from Chuck, and then Chuck finished him off. One fast repair. Matthew's not going to be happy about that. I don't think I would either, but no need to be pushing that quick, that soon on a 75 lap race, just my opinion. My opinion means absolutely nothing. Oh, Renee Music says, oh, all right, Bryce. All right, buddy. Oh, he did send me that. I didn't know what that meant. Oh, okay, Bryce and, now I got it. All right, you and somebody else are in race control. Okay. Jerry, that's why I haven't seen Jerry on track. Okay, you guys are race control. Gotcha. Makes sense now. Ah, all right. Oh, Crystal Mullins is in the lobby. Oh, I think Crystal is new to the. I think Crystal is new to the lobby. Welcome. Stamper always seems to have a herd of people. Let's check on Matthew Brown and see if he's using a fast repair. No, he is not. I don't think he had a ton of damage. I don't. Looks like the front end's pushed in a little bit still. But yeah, I don't believe I would be. Yeah, it's a little bit. His bumpers kind of tweaked a little bit. Spoilers. Yeah, offset a little bit there. Yeah. Yeah, oh, front end's a little bit more, a little sadder than I thought it was. Yeah. Front end's hiked up pretty good. Got a little frame damage there, so he might have a little bit of a little bit of a. I don't have. I got new software coming that'll give me all that info. It's in the making, so we'll be able to see. Oh, I think there it was. Straightened himself right back out, right there. He's about got it. Scotty Stamper is Stamper's oldest brother. Oh, Crystal says you've been watching. Okay, well, good to have you there, darling. Appreciate you. I guess not. Stamper's got the following again. Well, I don't know if Matthew went ahead and clicked his fast repair. I don't think he would. I really don't. Although this is a different, if you're sitting there thinking, well, I've got 3 minutes of repair and I want to save my fast repair, this thing could go green with the caliber of drivers that we have in the lobby. It could actually go green. And he's waiting on a caution, and it just might not come. You know what I mean? As we're lined up, getting ready to take the green flag. I think Chuck went to the back. Chuck probably with Fletcher. There he is. It looks like he's got a little bit of a. He might have a little bit of. He's going to wait on Matthew. There's Matthew. He's catching up to the pack. Got a few stragglers. Looks like they're going to send Chuck to the back. I'm going to say race control gave that crash to Chuck. I'm sure we will get confirmation from Bryce in the chat, which would be cool. Race car's off. Looks like the same lineup. Evan Perry's going to lead us to green along with the 31 behind him. Scott.
Green flag, green flag.
These guys have raced a lot together, so I'm sure Scott will be very comfortable pushing. And there goes Juan, trying to make some evasive moves real quick to catch up to his teammate. It's pretty important that teammates stick together. Even though Scott Wise and I think the 12 car or the 7 car caused that separation. One of those cars got into the back of Scott Wise and sent him into Evan Perry, which caused Scott Wise to have to get out of the gas. So Evan Perry momentarily lost his pushing partner. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I think that's, I believe that's Juan. Well, it looks like Dark Horse is, oh no, that's not a Dark Horse car. 31 car kind of had me fooled there for a second. It looked like a Dark Horse car. But that's the 31 of Scott Wise with the 6 of Zachary Cato in hot pursuit of his teammates. These guys are going to probably file it out a little bit. Eric Hayden blinking a little bit. There's his captain and our host, Tommy Rogers. Scott Wise and Derek Jacobs elect to go down and test the bottom. I mean, it's a good time to do it to see if you can make any ground on the bottom. I like it. Evan Perry getting pushed out into the center. And he's going to go straight to the back. Rowdy Racing teammates all lined up, 3 in a row on the bottom, except for Scott Wise. And just like that, DHR is lined up. Matthew Brown deciding to go 3 wide. These cars do it pretty easily. Tommy Rogers and Eric Hayden go, I don't know if that was a block on Juan's part or what, but we're going to have a wreck right here. Oh, he just gets her slid in there. I thought he was going to chop the nose off of, I wouldn't have lifted. I'd have wrecked the whole damn field. You're going to make a move like that early in the race. That's probably why I'm not in the race. Zachary Cato onto the bumper of the 99 car. Great race. Ooh, that was a wreck that didn't happen right there. 3 wide for a moment, about 4 deep. Again, the 3 DHR cars lined up. Seeing a lot of unorchestrated movement out of the DHR cars. Kind of all over the place. Up, bottom, middle, top, just, I mean, not very organized. Which means nothing. They're maintaining the lead. And this is why I like this move. You want to go down there and side draft them guys, get right after it. That's going to open the door for the top lane right there, and it does. Eric Hayden capitalizes, and this is a move that's notorious for DHR. They will control 2 or 3 lanes at once. That's what they will do. And some of them get into the habit of putting on the brake and slowing you down, which I got into the habit of just wrecking you. But that's a long time ago. Yeah, Zachary pulls a really, I don't know what that was. It's not the last flag lap here, for crying out loud. That was so late. That was so late, you're gonna get a fine for being late. That was so late. And that causes this whole front pack just to kind of break up. Changes everything up as Zach loses about 5 spots. I understand what he was doing, but it was late. It was way late. Nick started in the back. Nick Bauman made his way up to 3rd. '21 car of Jim Segredo in the middle of the fight. Sean Stamper, you cannot miss him. He's the brightest car in the lobby. Well, I don't know, the green car's pretty bright too, but Jim Segredo putting a big push on Trevor Haley. Remember, 16 laps is what we saw. So we're going to see if we're going to do any short pitting or what. Nicholas Bowman coming off the high side and decided to get on the nose of Trevor Haley. Zachary Cato with a big push. He's become one of the more excellent pushers in the lobby. I mean, he's raced with all these guys for so long. I'm talking years. Knows how to get it done. '14 car Matthew Brown, typical. He's going to just go outside by himself. I think that's the 03 of, Joshua McKinney. And the 82 of Chris James, along with Fletcher. Eric Hayden missed out on that deal. But here comes Evan Perry to help him out so he doesn't go straight to the back. like I said, I kind of was thinking. Oh, Zachary Cano, one SMN, Nick Bauman, 3 black flags speeding on pit road. Wow, that is a big mistake. Huge. That's huge. On a race that, I don't know, maybe they, that's huge. That's just, you just don't know how huge that is. On a race that could go green. I don't know. These guys are getting pretty aggressive. I don't know that it's going to go green. Yeah, serving their penalty. That's just huge. Huge. So that hands the lead off to Matthew Brown. Of course, they have not pit yet, but my God. They're going to go a lap or two down. Oh, they're out of the pits. Okay, so it won't be so bad. All right. Here comes this group to pit road. They all get in late. They all get in correctly. Chuck Fletcher going to roll back a little bit. Pull out of the gas. Chris James, there's a car there, buddy. There's a car there. Let's see if Matthew's going to take a few tires. Scott Wise going to take, this is coordinated. They've all said, let's take a couple tires. I think a couple of it. We'll have to check on the track temp for them to take tires. Well, it's not a bad call because remember, there's no caution. There's no caution. That adds the lead off to Yvonne Thompson and Chuck Fletcher being scored your leaders. Now Chuck knows the deal here. He knows that if he has got to get on his bumper and stay there. It is a hard thing to do without a third car. I'm telling you, that is the hardest thing. If they can pull out away from this pack, and Chuck knows it. Chuck is not he knows how these cars race right here. Oops. So what was that, around 17? Is that what we said? I think 17, lap 17. All right, that next group is catching pretty fast. Chuck's probably going to get hot. He won't be able to stay on the bumper that long. Haley making up ground right there really quick. You can see the time right there. They're catching. Yeah, Chuck tried.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh! I do not see what that was for. I do not. Oh, Evan Perry crash. All right. Well, really, that's all you need to know right there. All you need to know, right there. We'll we'll give old Callahan. I think it's Callahan. We'll give him the rowdy car sticking together. Back. We'll back it up just a little bit here. These guys are not very organized. Rowdy Racing, not very organized. That probably had air to do with it. I'm going to say. I'm going to say. I'm going to say right there. That side draft. It didn't mean to side draft him, I don't think, but right there probably started it. All right, my thing's going to have a glitch on me right now. I got to pull up my track map. I forgot to pull that up. Ooh, that was close there, Chuck. So that should give the wave around to oh, Lord. What was that? So are they on the lead lap? Let's look and see here. I got to see what happened to the 9 car. Wow. Zachary's saying, what the hell are you doing? Good God. Hopefully Zach didn't get very much damage off of that. All right, I believe they got back on the lead lap. Look at that. You're right. He's got RSI on the hood. Check that out. Huh? You gotta like that. Right? My buddy Stamper. Wow. I'm going places now. I've graduated. I'm making it onto the hood of a car. Ooh, and he's driving a Toyota. Woohoo! A good looking car. I didn't really look at it up close. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. That's awesome. My God, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Stamper's woman saying, let's go Stamper.
Green flag, green flag.
Well, Scott Wise out in front, going to lead us to green, along with Chuck Fletcher on the outside. Scott Wise and Josh McKinney. Josh McKinney with LBS. Here comes DHR. They have a penalty on pit road. It doesn't slow them down whatsoever, except for them wrecking Stamper. Wow, that was close. That was a hell of a save by Stamper. Even though this is a practice race, leads up to the league race where we have money payout. So money changes everything. Yes, it does. Stamper looking, I mean, hard for somebody to draft with. He was up front. He lost about 5 spots, if not more. Here comes a familiar sight in the 12 and the 88. They can see air. I think those two guys can. I think they know where the air is at. Just like that, Trevor Haley takes the lead. Scott Wise all by himself on the bottom. Them guys in the middle are not going to drop down to pick him up. That's the importance of having teammates right there. Unless you're Matt Brown, I'm just gonna do it all by myself. Yeah, I mean, I'm not being ugly because he did. He just by himself said, I'm going, and Chuck went with him. Haley, Ballman, Segredo, Beach, McKinney's your top 5. So this is a different race altogether. You can't, you know, the weekly, nightly races are way different than this. Way different. You know, it's almost like if you get into that rhythm, that routine of doing the same thing over and over again, that here's old Daryl Zabalos. He's leading this line of Josh Sprague, Benjamin Richards. Well, it's actually Derek Jacobs that's leading the line, along with Evan Perry. And they're pretty organized. I mean, they're all in a straight line. They should catch these guys. And they are. They're staying in line. And they are. There they are right there. They're rotating the bottom line the shortest way around the racetrack with about 8 cars. And they've caught them. They're there. They're in the draft. Donnie Beats is the next car. Yeah, they're there. I think they broke that up too soon. Maybe not. Donnie Beats is the last car in this group, and Derek Jacobs is the first car in that group. I don't know if it wasn't for Donnie, they might not have caught him. They broke that up way too soon. Man, if somebody just would have been patient and stayed together a little bit longer, they're going to catch him anyway, but dang. You'd have been there a lap or two ago. I don't know. Tommy seems to be, I don't know if Tommy's catching or not, but Tommy losing a little time. Oh, okay, there he is. He's got him now. Now you guys do what you want to do. Tommy elects to go straight to the top in lane 3. Not a bad place to be, except for the wreck always goes to the top. Stamper he goes from the front to the back, Man, working his butt off. That's Evan Perry going to control it, or as Trevor Haley going to control 2 lines. Stamper and Chiguedo leading this bottom line pack as Zach Cato comes down to do a little side drafting to try to slow him down a little bit. '93 car of Javon Thompson making a showing. Jim Segredo hanging in tough along with Stamper and Donnie Beach and Evan Perry. This is a 14-lap run right here. So they've got to be thinking soon about fuel. Bottom line of this group right here is making this bottom line work real well. Take a little look to the right out of Stamper's car. Nobody's there. Thinking they might have I think they're starting to think about pitting. That's what that's all about right there. I believe so. And I was correct. Lucky guess. Here they come. Oh, the 9 car is just having his share of problems. A lot of cars on pit road here. A ton of cars. See what kind of stop Stamper makes here. Gets in his box really well. 9 car just all over the place today. Stamper with a good race off pit road, and the DHR car's not giving an inch. They know how important this is, track position. Stamper might get shuffled out right here. He's not giving up. He stays above the seam. Zachary lets him in. Let's see if that's a penalty. That's on the ragged edge right there. It looks like he might have escaped. Jim Segredo with a penalty. I held my breath there for a minute. Sean Stamper just had his right sides on the double yellow line, and he avoided a penalty. Zachary Cato got out of the gas and let him in. Jim Segredo serving his probably a speeding penalty, I would say. Matthew Brown. John Stamper leading this group here to catch the lead cars. They're going to do it handily. They're going to let Chuck Fletcher merge in, and they do nicely with picking up the draft of the DHR cars. Just like that, Sean Stamper finds himself in the fight with an excellent pit stop. Bowman, Haley, Brown, Escamilla, McKinney is your top 5. Josh McKinney having a pretty good run. I know I was pretty hard on him too. I think in that wreck, I was so hard on him for the last practice. I think he might not have been able to see the cars up ahead of him. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Matthew Brown way down below the double yellow line. I turned away to look at my scoreboard for a second. I don't know how he got down there, but he did. damper getting shuffled out. He needs to do something quick. Well, he's got no choice but to get behind Eric, or Eric's going to let him in. Yeah, and Eric does. Sometimes that's a double-edged sword, because if you got to get out of the gas too much, you'll find yourself losing the draft yourself. Matthew Brown, Josh McKinney, and Scott Wise, Donnie Beach, Evan Perry on that bottom line, making it work really well. This was the combination earlier with Matthew Brown leading. With Matthew Brown leading the bottom line, and it worked out real well. Let's see if we have, if Tommy Rogers goes to the third lane. He almost looked like he was going to go straight up the old middle. Josh McKinney gets shuffled out. Wow. Don't know what happened to Josh McKinney. Let's see if it gave him a penalty. All right, it does not. Sometimes when you get down that low around the pit area, it'll give you, yeah. It'll give you a penalty. Alvin Escamilla. Donnie Beach being scored third. Oh my God. Wow. Zach Cato with the save. The real Zach Cato. Oh my word. Sometimes Tommy Rogers gets a little bit aggressive. Tommy Rogers is tired of playing follow the leader. He went a pretty wild way around by getting to the front, but yeah, he made it work. He went from about 4th, 5th in the top line in lane 3 down to the lead. And he's up to the top line. You gotta love that. I love that. Tommy Rogers just went up there and took over the race. Let's see, and of course, oh, that causes Bowman to do something stupid.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Just like that, we have a caution. Yeah, I said it. You did something stupid. You did. Tommy might have tried to block him. He might have. But you saw it coming. You saw it developing. I mean, here comes the big push. Yeah. Tommy was a little indecisive there what to do. Nick is committed to in the middle lane, and yeah, I can't blame that on Nick. I'm sorry, Nick. I can't blame that on you. I apologize, kid. Well, we're getting down to it here, ladies and gentlemen. About what, 20 to go? 25 to go? Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Sorry. Well, Donnie Beach finds himself in the lead. Eric Hayden with a meatball. Juan Escamilla with a meatball. Let's see what kind of damage Mr. Rogers has here. Probably looks pretty good. He'll be okay. Oops. Nick Ballman got mad and left. Not being scored no more. Gosh darn it. Maybe he's there. Maybe. Jim, he's getting his repairs. Let's check. Let's see here. No, I think he left. Don't have him being scored. There's Juan. He's fixing his car. Oh, Lord. Earl Juan, he don't have, he don't have no front end. He's out of the car. He's reviewing the tape, I'm sure. He's looking at it, rewinding it. All right. With 25 to go. Oops. I have got to move those around. Oh, 99 is back on track. Oh, he must have clicked his fast repair. He had way too much damage to be quick, fix that quick, right? '82 of Chris James get back on track. '18 of Eric Trubig. His car looks good, but he must be taking a little break. As the pace car makes its way down pit road. Evan Perry, Matt Brown, Donnie Beach, Scott Wise, Zachary Cato.
Green flag, green flag.
Evan Perry way out front. Camper going to go up the middle by himself. I don't know how that's going to work out for him. There you go. He's got Derek with him. Here comes Jim and Tommy. .25 to go. Matthew Brown going to make. Oh, here comes Josh McKinney along with him. Josh McKinney with LBS running without any of his teammates, Larkin Boyer, but he has Chris James. But I don't know if Chris James is still on pit road. I mean, Matthew's been working with the 03 of McKinney the whole dang race. Oh, don't follow him, McKinney. Don't follow him. You talk about ditching somebody. You talk about flat. If I was you, McKinney, I would remember that. I'd send him straight to the back. Scott Wise has no choice but to get on the bumper of Matthew Brown. No choice whatsoever. Matthew started to look down there, and he said, he thought twice about it. Not going to get away with that too often, was that? Not really. Oh, one of the rowdy cars getting sideways, dirt tracking it. Donnie Beach holding his own along with Evan Perry very, very well. I mean, as aggressive as they are, I'm almost thinking we're going to have some green flag stops. We got to have one more stop. I'm almost surviving this right here. I mean, there's a lot of aggression. It's like I got to pull some more bit rate out of my OBS. A little bit more. You got to hand it to these guys. They broke up that DHR. They were controlling this race. But you can't count them out. There's still 3 of them. Juan Escamilla is still in the fight. He's going to help out his teammates. He's a lap down, but he's still going to help his teammates out. Actually, he's 2 laps down. Tony Beach coming off the double yellow line a little bit. Kind of held my breath there for a little bit. That kind of Chuck Fletcher got the heck out of there. Got out of that center line. I don't know if he saw it. Oh my God. Josh McKinney almost turned him. Matthew Brown looking for anybody, and he found his teammate. Evan Perry, don't know how Evan got down below the double yellow, but he did. He managed to save it. Cato with a big block. Kind of 2 against 5 right there. If Scott Wise can get to the bumper of the 82, that'll help that bottom line. But that center lane is just side drafting them so hard. They're not going to allow it. And I think McKinney makes the great move. And there goes Haley to block him. Not that he's blocking him, he's using him to get back to the front. They lost a lot of ground, a lot of momentum. Tommy Rogers taking a look to the outside. Let's see if Stamper decides to go with him. And he does. There's still about 5 laps before they got a pit. Maybe 4 laps. Matthew tried to block him. He's still trying to get down there. Trevor's not going to allow it. I mean, Matthew opened the door for him. Chris James decides, you know, I'm just going to go pit. I think Chris is way out of sequence anyway. He might have been out of fuel. This is lap 14. 14 on this fuel run. The longer they hold them on the high side, the better off they are, I believe. I mean, you could basically just run them out of fuel. Trevor's telling Zach, we got to get down. And there they go, just like that. It didn't mean anything for him to hang out the 93. They don't care about him or the 34. Those two had to get down. They were running out of time, and so be it. Here they come to pit road.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, what? What happened? What happened? What happened? I don't have, let's see here. I don't have a, there it is, right there. Oh my God. That was the 03 of McKinney. See what happened to McKinney. Looks, I'm just, somebody ran over him. I'm sure. I don't guess Scott Wise knew that he was going in. I don't guess. I mean, it's kind of a late entry. He kind of a late entry. Let's see here. He changes his mind, I think. Yeah, he never even, yeah. Scott had no idea. He was just kind of lollygagging around out there, couldn't make up his mind, and by then it's too late. By then it's too late. Well, Thompson is going to take gas only, I think. For track position. What do we have? 10 laps to go? 9 laps to go? All right, everybody's off of pit lane, no penalties. That's the entire pit lane time. So yeah, a lot of no tire stops, I'm going to say, just to get track position. Juan Escamilla is going to get a waiver round right here. That's what this is about. Thompson's got to realize that. He's not trying to steal your track position. But Juan Escamilla is going to get a waiver round. He's 2 laps down, I think. No, 1 lap down. This will put him back on the lead lap. Nobody stayed out. Everybody had to pit. So I think he's just going to fall to the back and they're going to clear his black, I guess. I think you'd have to go around to catch the lap up. Now he's back to 2 laps down. So he did not take his waiver round. I don't think anybody stayed out. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say, it says that everybody pit. Lights are out on the pace car. Thompson, Rogers, Fletcher, Stamper, Jacobs is your top 5. So Zachary Cato and Trevor Haley and Juan Escamilla are back to the back. They're going to team up together. They fell to the back. I mean, it's an excellent strategy. It'll be 3 cars and they'll march their way right to the front.
Green, green, green.
Indigo. Now, did you take fuel for your green, white checkers, or did you take enough just to get to the end? To get here? See what I'm talking about? Here they go. Here they come on the outside. They lost one of their teammates. I don't know who, but they did. That might have ended that. Now here they come up the middle. All right. Yvonne Thompson finds himself, I don't know that I've called a race or raced with Yvonne Thompson. I don't know where it came from, but comes Rowdy Racing trying to get organized. They just can't get organized. Derek Jacobs leading that bottom line. I believe let's see, that's the 37 car of Josh Sprague. I've seen if he's on the lead lap. I'm sorry, Josh. I had to check. I thought you were, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'd like to see Derek Jacobs just have a good run here. Gosh, he just always gets caught up in somebody else's crap. Always. Getting a little high off that bottom line in the middle of the corner, but, you know, Evan Perry's pushing him pretty aggressively. So that could be understandable. Here comes the 37 of Josh Sprague around the high line with Chuck Fletcher and Tommy Rogers. It looks like Tommy Rogers with his teammates. I think Chuck expected Sprague to stay up on the high line, and he did not. That's going to put them in a precarious position as Juan Escamilla must still have damage, and he's going to go another lap down. I don't expect Tommy Rogers and I don't know. We'll see here. Yeah, I just don't expect them. If I was you, I'd hang Zach out too. I'm kidding. And they don't. They decide to go back up. Oh, good gosh. Oh, no. I don't know. Tommy Rogers awfully aggressive on his moves. Awfully aggressive. Derek Jacobs still your leader. Whoa, Jacobs. I think that must have been me. Yeah, it was me. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. Now McKinney's going to help the DHR bunch. 5 to go. Now you're going to start seeing a maneuver for position here. Lane 3 is going to be the fastest way around. Let's see if Zach tries the inside side draft. Donnie Beach gets out a little bit out of control, but gathers it back up all of a sudden. Zachary Cato moving around a whole lot. I guess that's off the bumper of Trevor Haley. Trevor Haley again with a big push. I gotta believe Matthew Brown has a lot to do with that. Probably pushing Haley. Hunter Rogers needs a teammate, and he does. He's got Jim Segredo. Let's see if 3 to go, coming to 2 to go here at the line. Let's see if they decide to do some blocking of their own. Whole lot of mirror driving going on right now. Whole lot of mirror driving. 2 to go. Matthew Brown, you just knew he was going to go, and I'm telling you, McKinney and Brown is a good matchup. McKinney and Brown, along with Scott Wise, they would be good to form up together around that high line and do some catching up right here. Here comes Chris James along to help him there in the back. The 56 car of Benjamin Richards being quiet.
Flag is out.
Oh, the whole race, saving his fast repair. And he's making a run at the very end when it counts. And Josh McKinney is crashed. Looks like McKinney's up into the wall. Ah, too bad. I just, this was the 3 that I said needed to hook up. Scott Wise follows it, or Josh McKinney just followed him right up into the wall. And that's just a racing deal. I mean, Scott wrecked him, but, yeah. Well, Tommy Rogers is being scored your leader. Well, let's see who took what fuel. We have 3 to go. So this is going to take us into our green, white, checkered. And I believe there's 2 of them. Right? Yes, this will be green, white, checkered number 1. This is coming to lap 76, yes. I think. Tommy Rogers with a 7-second stop the last time. Chiguedo with a 14-second stop. So I'm going to say Chiguedo took all the fuels and all the fuel and tires. Tommy did not. Maybe Tommy just took fuel and 2 tires, or just took fuel. If you're just taking fuel, you can get out of there in 5-6 seconds. 6.5 seconds. I wonder if the 3 on Tommy Rogers' car is supposed to be like that. Crooked. It's kind of like, eh. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, this is going to get interesting real quick right here. Better take a splash of water right now. All right, lights are out on the pace car. Well, this should be a no-brainer. Tommy's gonna giddy up Horsey and go to the top line. Evan Perry is going to push like heck on the 7 car. And I'm going to say Benjamin Richards is going to just fall in right there with him. Derek's car's been pretty good around the bottom as a lead car. And Evan Perry's an excellent pusher himself. He knows when to get aggressive. All right, pace car's in. This is it. Come on, Stamper's got to play catch up here.
Green flag, green flag.
I don't know what happened to Stamper, but he got out of line. Tommy almost with a too good of a start. Way too good of a start. Derek don't know what to do. Now Tommy goes. Here comes Trevor Haley, just like that, from a 12th place starting position. He's already in a striking position and picked up his teammate. Here comes Eric Hayden and Benjamin Richards. I believe this is a white flag lap right here. Can't stop it now. It's almost like you've got what you got. You're going to have to wait and make your move in the final corner. Derek needs to keep her tight around the bottom if they're going to have a shot at this. Evan Perry's kind of fell off a little bit. Tommy doesn't know. He makes a late move. I don't know what. Jim thought they were going to the bottom as Jim got wrecked, and that opened the door for Zachary Cato just to drive around them all and win the race, just like that. I just don't know. You guys had the race in control, and you just gave it to them. I just don't know. Yeah. You can feel the disappointment in my voice, right? All right. I'm tired. I'm done. I've had a long weekend. Love you guys. On behalf of Highline Racing Network, Randy Schweitzer, I'm your broadcaster. Be sure and subscribe, like, don't like, whatever. I appreciate if you like, though. Thumbs up, whatever. All right? God bless you guys. God bless your families. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Good night.